Hey guys, the At-Home Welder again. On this quick tip, we're going to talk a little bit about some safety measures. Nothing major, mainly just things you really need to have around you or be aware of when you are building something or welding. I'm a big believer that you can weld anywhere you want to. Inside, outside, in houses, garages. I know because I've done it just about everywhere. But a couple things you really need to be aware of is always be aware of your surroundings, always. You are dealing with fire here, and things can catch on fire. Now granted, things don't catch on fire nearly as easy as they do in the movies. It takes a lot longer for something to go ablaze and cause an inferno. But always be aware of the people walking around you, behind you, in front of you, especially when you're grinding. Little pieces of metal can go off and all over the place, and you really don't want those getting in anyone else's eyes. I mean, you wear eye protection and safety gear for a reason. So people anywhere around you, they should be wearing the same things. Another thing, just pay attention, make sure there's not old shop rags or bags of old clothes. I know if you're working in a garage, if your garage is like my garage, sometimes it just gets piled up and piled up and piled up, and just a bunch of junk in there. Trash bags full of old clothes you want to take to the Salvation Army, but you haven't gotten around to it yet. Or maybe there's an old pan of oil that you got laying there from draining your oil and you never got rid of it. Just things like that. Just be aware of those things that can catch on fire real easily. Another thing is just always have a fire extinguisher. It sounds very simple, but make sure you got a fire extinguisher on there. Especially, we forget these things. I know I forget them, especially because you get a little more confident in your ability, and you start doing these things more and more and more. You just kind of forget about the little safety things that you should have in place. Have a basic little first aid kit. More in it is better, but at least have something basic if you cut yourself. You can bandage it up, or at least get a Band-Aid so you don't get an infection. Just some antibacterial soap, what's that orange soap, Gojo, that stuff's great. Just things like that. Maybe have some water handy, just use common sense. But with that being said, that's pretty much the quick tip for today. Not too much, but common sense really, but sometimes we need to be reminded of it, and it's kind of a reminder for myself.